Are you ready to stitch the most delightful Mary Poppins doll? It's going to be so much fun. I want to share all the great details with you and all of the fun that's happening inside the Modern Ragdoll membership every month. We just keep getting better and better and better. And oh my goodness, hold on to your umbrella this month because it is the month of Mary Poppins. All right, so let's begin, friends. Mary Poppins is our pattern of the month. Something that you need to do inside the Modern Ragdoll membership is remember to download your patterns. So you're going to want to download your patterns. Every single month, that's how you get your patterns, is just pop in. Even if you can't make her or him or whatever doll it is, make sure you download your patterns and put them inside your file folders of organization. We are also bringing back, due to popular demand, the sewing versions. So maybe you want to try the sewing version of Mary Poppins, or maybe you would like to try the machine embroidery version, or maybe you're not ready for machine embroidery, you don't have your machine yet, but you're planning on getting one, so you'll start with the sewing and move over, or you'll take a vice versa back and forth. So we have had both patterns in the past, and no more extra cost to you. You will get both patterns. So exciting. Okay, so I want to talk to you about all of the great things and details inside Mary. Now, the sewing pattern has one size, which is this size, the 6x10 size. So I'm calling it 6x10 hoop size, but she's actually a 16-inch doll. So she's a wonderful size doll, not too big, not too small. I find this size really fun and easy to make. She doesn't take up a ton of room if you want to have a ton of dolls like I do. But she is easy to turn without being oversized. However, if you're doing the machine embroidery version, depending on the machine you have and the hoop size, the stitchable area inside, we have created a couple of different sizes of dolls just to accommodate some of the smaller machines and some of the larger machines that have different hoop sizes. So much fun. Second thing is, if you haven't picked up a pair of these quilty hemostats, they were designed by yours truly, me. If you haven't picked up a pair of these, I would love to see you grab yourself a pair because they are a game changer. So they are the perfect size for stuffing arms and limbs and turning and all kinds of stuff. I actually even use them in my paper piecing. They have a coated handle and they're just beautiful. So I'd love to see you grab a pair of those as well. All right, friends, let's talk about Mary Poppins. You've downloaded your pattern for the month and we are about to begin. So a couple of features on her that I want to talk about is that she has a completely in the hoop or completely lined hat. So she has a cute little flower on here and she has this gorgeous little hat. She has beautiful hair with a little bun in here that has a little pin through the bun on her. I just pinned this hat to her. So you can put the hat on and off. It's no problem. If you like it to stay on, you can always hand sew it in a whip. So that's a little extra tip and trick for you there. Of course, she had to have her little bag, and I'll make sure that I stitch this with you here so that you'll want to stitch this. This is also done completely in one hoop, but it's also fully lined, and you can see how just adorable that is. Now, this is so cute. Aww. This is so cute that, I know, sorry. This is so cute that I think you need to make these as like, I don't know, end of the year gifts or sewing gifts for all of your friends. Like, can you imagine just giving a little bag like this with a little embroidery floss to all of your like sewing friends, or a little candy in here? Oh my goodness. It's just so cute. This is worth the whole month right here. Sorry. Oh my goodness. It is so fun. I know you're here because you love it as well too. So, okay, so fully lined, one hoop, so quick and easy to stitch out, and and just completely adorable. I dare you to make just one. So we can put that on Mary herself, and here away she goes. She has a jacket, which we did a beautiful long tutorial last month for Jane. So if you'd like to see that, you're also welcome to go watch that Jane video, even if you are absolutely new here. We'd love to have you watch how these are put together in the hoop. How the pieces are stitched and then we sew them together in the hoop. Of course, she has great detail, like a lovely collar here that's just the right amount of density so her head still stuffs really great. Look at her adorable little shoes that she has as well. And of course, a little cute skirt. So that is Mary Poppins. This is the 6x10 size. And I want to talk about a couple other things that we have at Sew a Story happening here too inside the Modern Ragdoll membership. So I'm just going to put her, where can you see her so she can sit? Over here. Okay, she'll just sit here. I need to get my doll stand over here so she can just stand by me. All right. A couple of things that we have done new at Sew a Story inside the Modern Ragdoll membership to support you this year that I want to make sure you're aware of is our community is now on this platform. So just make sure you take advantage of that community. We have an ask section, which means you can go and ask each other questions. But I will also on our our monthly live, which is the third Tuesday of every month, I believe. You can go to the live meetup section and just mark that you're coming, put it on your calendar, come and join us. I'll answer some questions in there from the community, as well as you can type in live questions, although I do encourage you to put them in to the ask section ahead of time so I make sure that I answer those ones. And we are bringing our prizes to the live. So you don't have to be there for the live, but we are bringing our prizes to the live. And the prizes are given not for finishing anything, not for the best sewist or anything else, really for positivity, for sharing, for lifting up others, for helping others, and for really encouraging each other. I shared this actually in our Practically Perfect community as well, but I want to share it here, is that something happened to me just this week, actually, with a sewist at Sew a Story here. She came up to me, was maybe like a little nervous to ask me some questions about a quilt pattern she was working on, but she had kind of a few questions. And she just had to ask them. She just had to ask one, and then it all made sense. But she was a little apprehensive to do it. However, it was just about like fabric letter labels really versus fabric letter labels versus like letter piecing labels. And I'm so glad that she did because it actually helped both of us. And so this is what I want to share in the community. Whether you have been with us in the Modern Ragdoll community membership for 10 years, been making dolls for longer than that, or this is your very first doll ever, yay. Both parties can win by helping each other out. So let me explain. When she asked me this question, it was fantastic because I was able to give her an answer really quickly that just clicked for her. So she got her answer. What it also did, which everybody might not realize, and it was just a great reminder for me, was that it helped me think about the pattern more clear. It helped me think of the pattern from like a beginner, early entry level again. And it just helped me remember to like clearly explain all of those things we do in the pattern, but it actually helped me like just think about it a little bit more. It's like, whoa, I do that without thinking. But yeah, that's actually really makes good sense. And I'm glad that we brought that up because it got me thinking. And now I'm actually going to bring that back into my workflow. I kind of forgot about it for a while and I usually skip that step, like labeling stuff or whatever, but I'm going to bring it back into my workflow because I like the reason it's there. And so it really helped me as a maker and then me as a teacher. And so it's really, really interesting that you might feel, if you're asking a question in the community, you might feel like, oh, it's too beginner to ask. Should I ask this? Is it going to help anybody? Is anybody going to judge me? No. I'm telling you right now, no one's judging you. In fact, everyone's going to be like, thank you for asking. And it's actually anybody that answers that question is actually going to help them get better as well. So I think this is what we're all here meant to do. And this is what I want to give the prizes for. So we'll do the prizes on the lives, but you don't have to be there. I'll just call your name and we'll contact you. It's for community sharing. The next thing I wanted to let you know is that we are getting like slightly overwhelmed, but in a positive, exciting way. We just wanted to add a couple of doll kits. So the membership is a digital membership. We know that if we're inside here listening. And one thing that we have as well, we just started, was a subscription that you can add on if you like. And it's a physical subscription. So not everybody wants this. They want to use the stash that they have. But some of us want to have everything in a nice, beautiful package with all of the, even the wool felt that we use for the hair and the fabric. Now, everything in here is for the largest size. So for an 18-inch doll. So if you're making a sewing pattern, it'll be more fabric than you need. If you're making any other size, you'll have more. So maybe you can make a couple of those little bags or make them in some different fabrics for your friends or for your other dolls. And so it just comes in a cute little package. Something else that you can only get in this subscription is the stickers. And I didn't know you guys love stickers so much. I mean, I knew I loved stickers so much, but it's kind of cute. So this is her, and she is a waterproof sticker, and I put them on my coffee mugs, on my water bottles, on my teacups. I think I'm going to put them on my laptop. I'm getting a new laptop, so I want to just wait till I get a new laptop before I put her on there. But you can collect them all, and they come with every collection. And then we also print out for you the download that's also in the membership also. So this download is in there, and those are the little name tags if you're gifting her away and you want to put a name tag on her. So there you have it. We'll be bringing a couple more new things in throughout, so keep a watch. But I love all of your suggestions and ideas. The biggest new thing is that we are working at getting the sewing patterns back. It's a little undertaking for the team to get them all in there. So again, thank you for your grace. But they're coming. Mary Poppins is ready. So she's coming. And yes, so I would love to sew through her with you. If you're sewing through parts of her, take pictures of just the legs, the arms. There's lots of resources that you can find inside the membership, but we'll also create lots of other keepsakes and videos for you to have, and most of all, an amazing pattern. So I cannot wait to see what you create with this month's Doll of the Month, Mary Poppins. Don't forget, you don't have to create her as Mary Poppins. She could be really, like, what else could we do with her? Let's just be creative and think. She could be, maybe she has gray hair, dark skin. We could have her in, I don't know, like a different colored coat, not so flowery, and she could be a very different, maybe she could be a grandma even, who knows. She's got a little cute bag. She's going shopping. You can also maybe not make the coat for her. Maybe she becomes a school teacher. That's kind of cool. What else could you make her into? So your creativity can be endless with doll making. It's so much fun. So much fun. And rag dolls are just the best because you can take fabric that is gorgeous but flat and turn it into something that has personality and that you can learn and grow and love with. If you're still here with me, I just want to share a couple of seconds a little bit about myself, because I know there's lots here and I want to challenge you to come into the community and introduce yourself as well. So my name is, as you know, Jennifer Long from Sew a Story. I am an early years educator turned Rodley Blake Designs fabric designer. But before any of that happened, I was a professional ballet dancer. So long, long ago, I danced in a professional ballet school and trained every day, half a day, 6 days a week for ballet. We did, if you know anything about ballet, we did ballet technique classes, we did point classes, we did pas de deux, which is dancing with someone else. We did character classes, so like Spanish dancing and, all kinds of different character dancing. And I loved them all. But what I really, really loved the most, and which was pivotal to story creating, was going into the costume wardrobe, which was on the third floor of the ballet company that we were at. And there was a big row of windows with sewing machines on one side, and the other side had all the different substrates of fabric, and sequins and sparkles and chiffon and lace and all of the things, and even a point shoe room where they dyed the point shoes. And it was amazing that all of this beautiful fabric that we love could also turn into these magical costumes that really had the opportunity, the power to transform you when you put them on. And I think that's what I just love so much about doll making, is that every month we get to recreate that with just a little bit of fabric and a little bit of technique. You can really recreate turning something flat and changing it however you use it. It's quite magical, into something that has life, into something that I challenge you to give this doll to anyone, an adult, a child, a teacher, anyone, and see them not smile. And so it has that power to really bring something to life and create a story. And I think that's what's just so magical and inspiring and contagious about doll making for me. So I would love to hear what inspires you about doll making and what you want to do with doll making. Do you want to learn for yourself? Do you want to learn for others? Do you want to learn for donations? What do you want to learn about doll making? Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see what you create with this month's pattern. And let's get sewing and stitching together. I will see you all that can make it live. And if you can't, I will see you over in the community. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you as soon as we can. Mary Poppins, and have a wonderful time with that doll. Don't forget to download her. See you soon.